What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your brew master in chief. And tonight in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with another mono blacklist. And the reason for this is because I tried something like 5 different decks tonight, and I was not getting a single win with anything. It's been driving me up the wall. And when that sort of thing happens, we switch to mono black and we bring the pain to our opponents. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. It's definitely a worthy version 2 to the Junji Invoke Despair deck that we had about 5 days ago now, but definitely going in a completely different direction. This is something that I would consider mono black mid-range. It's definitely still got its like control elements because it's mono black and we have removal and sweepers and things, but it's definitely a more mid-rangey pile, and I hope to prove that to you by the time I'm finished describing the brew. So first up, we've got 3 copies of March of Wretched Sorrow, probably my favorite one of the Marches. Instant speed, can deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life, and you can exile cards from your hands to reduce the casting cost of X. Amazing. This cycle of cards, the March of, and there's one in every color, are like starting to be some of my favorite cards from the set. Then, because Selesnya Enchantments is a huge presence in the meta, it's something like 25% of the meta is Selesnya Enchantments, I needed as many ways as I can have of getting rid of those in mono black, and Feed the Swarm is the one way that we have of doing it with targeting. So I've gone for 2 copies. Then we've also got 2 copies of Debt to the Kami, which you can have the opponent exile an enchantment they control. And then we've also got Invoke Despair, which can have the opponent sacrifice an enchantment. So hopefully that should kind of, alongside all of the rest of the removal and interaction that we have, cover us against the main deck in the format. Then we've got 3 copies of Infernal Grasp, just for some more removal. And because we have so much life gain from March of the Wretched Sorrow, we have the Nighthawk Scavenger with lifelink. We have Henrika Domnathi with lifelink. We have the tokens that Sorin poops out that have lifelink. I don't really care about losing the 2 life, which is why usually I don't play Infernal Grasp, but in this deck we absolutely can. We've even got Meathook Massacre to gain us some life, so I'm okay with losing 2 life to destroy a creature at instant speed for 2 mana. Then we've got a full play set of the Reckoner Bankbuster, which is just taking the place of Shambling Gas and Deadly Dispute. So 1 card taking the place of 4 cards taking the place of 8, allowing the space for much more other cards in the deck. So absolutely loving the Reckoner Bankbuster. I'm gonna get sick of saying this by the end of the season, but if you have not crafted 4 of these yet, what are you doing? It's probably one of the best cards from the set, and well worth its weight in gold. It not only draws you cards, but it eventually ramps and poops out a token that it can crew itself with. Amazing. Then we've got 3 copies of Meathook Massacre as one of our sweepers. We also have 3 Blood on the Snows, so between the 2 of those we should be pretty sweet in sweeper land. I've already touched upon Debt of the Kami to the Kami. It's nice that it you can also choose creature in a pinch, but most of the times I'm using this to target enchantments. Then we've got another bit more instant speed removal that can also target planeswalkers. So, between March of Wretched Sorrow and a Hero's Downfall, we should be okay against planeswalkers. Then we've got a full play set of the Nighthawk Scavenger, which is how this deck sort of slightly morphs more into a mid-rangey pile. This ability to have like a Flying Death Toucher with lifelink, and you removed so many things from the opponent's hand by the time you play it with all your removal that it should be like a 3/3 or a 2/3, and you just kind of start stabilizing that way as well by gaining a bunch of life. Ooh. Oh, that's a big train going by. You guys hear that? Anyway, then we've got 3 copies of Henrika Domnathi, one of my favorite vampires, coming back again. It's been a while since I've played her. The last time was in the Domination deck, like even before Crimson Vow, Kamigawa was released. Now she's making a comeback in this mid-range pile. Everything about it is just fantastic. I really like this card. The only thing I wish it was that it wasn't legendary. Flying 1/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can have a player sacrifice a creature, as long as you also have a creature to sacrifice. It's probably the one we'll be doing the least of because we don't have any sack fodder in this deck. But I like to draw a card and lose one life in a deck where we don't draw too many cards, and then you can transform her into the Infernal Seer, which is a 3/4 flying death touch lifelink, into which you can dump however much mana you have open, but it's 3 every time you do the pump, and you get +1/+0, and that is across all of the creatures that we have with flying, death touch, or lifelink. That is all the creatures that we have: Junji, Henrika, the Nighthawk Scavenger, as well as the vampire that Sorin poops out. They all have either flying, death touch, or lifelink, so the whole squad will get buffed by Henrika, which is quite nice. Then we've got a couple copies of Sorin, just a little bit of a value machine. Maybe we can get the -7 off at some point as an alternate win con, but mostly just to, you know, draw some cards, poop out some little lifelinky tokens. Typical Sorin stuff. Which brings us to Junji. Couple copies. I've decided that that's the perfect amount to have. You wouldn't want 3 or 4. I think 2 is good. They're legendary. You can like have one in play the second one, get the death triggers. The one ends up in your graveyard. Then you can Blood on the Snow, bring the one that was in your graveyard back, and you know, do a little bit of a loop that way. Because they can't bring each other back because it's a non-dragon that you have to bring back from a graveyard to the battlefield. The cool thing is, of course, that at that point we might have removed some of the opponent's important stuff and we can steal one of his creatures, which is fantastic. And Invoke Despair is going to help us do that, you know, put things into the opponent's graveyard that we can snag with Junji when it dies. Invoke Despair, probably my second favorite of the Invoke cycle. Like I've said already in a few decks, it's just never bad. Whenever you cast it, you're always going to get fantastic value out of it, and that's why I've gone with 3 copies in this brew. And then the deck tops out with Blood on the Snow. It just makes perfect sense with Junji. We've already shown that interaction in the mono black discard deck that we played a couple, about 5 days ago. So when you Blood on the Snow with Junji, you can bring Junji back because it's 5 mana cost, and Blood on the Snow can bring back things with mana value X or less based on the amount of mana spent. So you could spend a maximum of 6 Snowlands. Therefore, you can bring back Junji. So you sweep the board. Junji gets his trigger. You steal the best creature from the opponent's graveyard, or you bring back your own Henrika Domnathi or something. And also Junji comes back because of the Blood on the Snow. So the opponent's left with nothing. You now have 2 really good creatures on board. And that wins games. and that's the deck. 2 Hives, bunch of Snowlands, 2 Takenumas. I'm thinking to maybe just some Field of Ruins, but let's see if we need them, we'll add them mid-game as usual. As usual, at this point in my videos is when I like to do a tiny bit of self-promotion. So if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, kindly consider doing so. I've set the next milestone at 1,000 subs, and we've now completely gone right through the 500 sub milestone. Thank you again to all the fresh new subscribers. We're now sitting on 512. I'm overwhelmed by the support. And yeah, the giveaway, by the way, is going to be happening tomorrow. So this is your last chance to go and leave a comment on the announcement video from a few days back. If you want to take part in the giveaway, that is what needs to happen. So you have 24 hours left. Also, if you could like the video, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon, then, that would be freaking epic. Postals 187. Gobbos, hey? No worries. We have a sweeper. I'm not worried about goblins at all. Make back the 3 life that we just lost. Ah, goblins just suck, man. When will people realize it? It sucks that they suck, because I like goblins, but they suck. Ba-dunk, ba-dunk, ba-dunk. A braid? No. Oh, the flood. Sure. Javelineer. Please, not like this. Ah. I'm okay with you sacrificing the javelin, yeah. Slightly mitigating the life loss. What is this? Junji. Do they just scoop now? Got him. Goblins, guys, don't play goblins. Goblins suck. I'm afraid this is gonna have to be a slightly shorter video. I've gone way over time recording stupid jank decks that didn't work out, and the sun is rising, so I do need to get some shut eye. We might end off at about the 30-minute mark. But yeah, if you like mono black and you want to play Junji and you're bored of the discard Turgid stuff, this is the deck for you, man. This has been ranking me up. I've been playing this on the ladder and to some very good success. Could be the sack deck. Yeah. Interesting. We don't have any artifact interaction whatsoever, which is pretty bad. Okay, forget I said anything. Sweeper's nice. If we need it. Splargfeck. Whew. Double whammy. Boom. Maybe he's got a village rights or something. Okay. Or that. At least we gained the 4 life. Now we need 1 more mana. Okay, never mind. If he's got another one, I'm gonna freaking lose it. Okay. Nice. We'll draw 2 cards. God, it's just driving me insane. But it's okay. We're in control. We've got things. We're sorted. We can draw cards. Come on, Splargfeck. Show me what you got. Nothing special. Damn it. I was hoping he'd play the dude. Pardon me. Of course.
I take no joy. I bring my own army.
Man, I cannot believe this. We need to put those Field of Ruins in the deck right now. Okay, sweet. Whew. I was worried he was going for me.
Excuse my sudden egress.
Why a good game? Have you got removal? Huh? This has summoning sickness. Oh god, it gains haste. Unbelievable. I cannot believe we lost that. Cannot believe we just lost that. Unbelievable. Like, I was so sure we were in control of that match. Well played opponent, managing to navigate his way around that, like, with nothing. He had basically no cards. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, feel the ruin going in the deck, like, right now. Sure. I'm just worrying a little bit that 18 snowlands is not enough for Blood on the Snow, but it'll be fine. Matrim Kane. Oh, yes. Slow down, Lone Fox. You're making misplays, dude. Why? Not Selesnya Enchantments of all the things that it could have been. Hello? Pardon me? You know it's there every time. Pardon me. Comes another borrowed time. Or the other one, Circle of Confinement. Oh, wow. Miracle. Okay. You decide. Do you give me back the Domnathi? Do you get rid of the Spirited Companion? Hallowed Haunting. Knew it. Junji. Scan on Junji. Okay. I'm not too scared of this because we've got sweepers. Skadoosh. The Midnight Sky. Oh yeah. Can I get rid of the portrait and then sweep the board? Not entirely sure why he just did that. That's not bad. Can get rid of something. Okay. Comes an 8/8. So difficult to decide. But I think I have it. 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, we need... Yeah, we need to... discard one. Now he's gonna put it onto the other one. I think we might be dead. So we can do a 5 damage sweeper with the Massacre. Okay. Whew. Letting this one through. Ooh. We've lost this one for sure, guys. I don't know what I can top deck to get us out of this one, but there's things. Oh, wow. Why?
Out of my way. I have a wedding to start. Dire times call for dire tactics.
Quite the match. He's got Snakeskin Veil or Tamiyo's Blessing or whatever. Okay. Blood on the Snow, please, Blood on the Snow. Like, if we draw Blood on the Snow, we might still be able to pull this one out of the bag.
I won't let this be over.
Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow. Blood on the Snow, baby. Ah. On to the next one. Probably the worst matchup we could have had. What is with that? Like, how can you give me a hand like that? Really? Green Snow. Make a little bit of life. Linkage.
Right, you will serve me well.
That wasn't very well thought out, was it?
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Least opponent's bricking. We don't have to deal with what's his face? Blizzard Brawl. There we go.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
What?
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Wow, poor guy. He hasn't drawn a single land.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
You get rid of one of the unleveled up ones, obviously. Oh, not the salty rod, please. I've had enough of these tonight. Yep. What is with this guy's deck? I mean, I feel sorry for him.
I bring my own army.
Woo, third land. Miracles do happen. Here comes the Blizzard Brawl. At least we gain a bit of life.
Balance may never be restored now.
Hello. Let's draw a card. Back up Henrika. Maybe another Blizzard Brawl. No? Getting him down, slowly but surely. Meanwhile, we're having some kind of epic flood.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be paid. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Woohoo! All right, what you got? Friggin' Prowler. Sure.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Nice. Skadoosh. And that's game. Boom. Nice. Still you won't win. Got him. Alright guys, we've arrived at the 45-minute mark, and that is going to be it for tonight's video. Not the best gameplay footage ever. The previous match was just very, very bad luck against the Selesnya Enchantments. Probably the worst matchup the deck can have. But then the other two matches went really, really well. Nothing I need to add other than just to reiterate my point. If you're not into Tergrid, discard. If you're not into Orzhov mid-range, but you want to be playing this type of archetype with, you know, your Sorins, your Blood on the Snows, and removal and stuff, then this is definitely a cool new shell that is much more mid-rangey, has a lot of survivability, a buttload of life gain, a lot of death touch, a lot of removal, plenty sweepers. As you could see, there was a lot of things that we could pull out of our bag to kind of get in control of the match. The one thing that I might think about adding is some way to have a lesson board, but we'll have to leave that for another video. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one for some fresh brews. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.